My duck's between 7 and 8 weeks old.
It's the camera, guys. It's the camera.
Wow.
I can't tell if they're female or male. I'll let you know. I learned how to zoom. Well, you're getting awful close to me. Don't you think you're getting awful close? Aren't you guys scared? You should be scared. Scared like chickens. They can't be more than 3 feet away from me. If that. I do not want them to be friendly with humans at all. Look at that. We're in front of the pond. Their escape, I mean, do they not? They don't let anything get in front of them to that pond. But they are today. That's because they're teenagers. They're brave little teenagers. They think they're invincible now. Yeah, brave little teenagers. I hope they're not getting too fat to fly. That's what I worry about. I worry that I let them get too fat, they're never going to fly. Just like all domestic ducks. You feed them too much and they're not going to fly. Oh, look at the big worm he got. Yeah, ooh, he's running with the till. Yep. They do to eat everything up, don't they? My God. Look, there isn't a plant in that pond. And by now, those plants would be as big. All of those plants would be as big as those green ones over there. Those tall ones. Yeah. And there's nothing. So they're doing their job. Cleaning up my pond. Oh! Their new feeder. Let's see if they use it. It was working. Well, I think they're going to be scared of it for a while.
Wow.
Let's see if it works. Trial and error, that's all we can do.
I think they're my ducks.
Oh, okay. You shouldn't be scared of that. If that works, it'll be perfect for us.
Okay, here I took just still pictures because I found that you need some. They look a lot better. Also, by the way, the feeder didn't work. You'll see that next. We've also reinforced the pond since we put that feeder in. The feeder now has a flower in it. They're beautiful ducks. Just gorgeous. We had to reinforce it because of the cones. We put some good wire up. We'll see. Meaning we reinforced where they sleep at night and where they get fed. We put some hard wire up. Got rid of the chicken wire, or put it over the chicken wire. So far it's stopped the coons. Oh, this is how they chew down these plants. There's thousands of these plants in this pond. They're supposed to look like this and even bigger by now. But now that I got the ducks, that's what I've got the ducks for. To eat all those plants up. I suppose I could have sold them on eBay. But it's easier. I still have the mud in here. But now I need the mud because of the turtles. So that's a good thing. I didn't know I had turtles. So, see, they eat every little shoot on that root that's coming up. And those roots will continue until they're depleted. And once the duck's big enough to fly, they'll be gone, hopefully. There's the feeder with the flower in it. And there's my Hollywood rock. It's a piece of styrofoam that looks like a rock. And it just kind of floats around on the pond. I thought I would pop this one in to show you how this coon is still trying to get in. He actually came from the other side. This is the first night after we reinforced this area with hard wire. He did not go through the front. He couldn't figure it out, and I don't think he will. But this is also the reason I put a fence in the front now. So I think we're good to go, and the ducks are finally safe. These nighttime videos are very hard to see, so it's best to go full screen to see this. But this coon, you can see him, he's up on the bank coming down, and he's coming down fast, trying not to be seen. This is that same coon you just seen, but he couldn't get in. Thank God for that. The ducks are finally safe.
They're coming down the hill, and of course I missed it. One just tried to fly. So I don't know if they teach themselves or if the mom teaches them. I don't have a clue. I suppose it's something else I need to look up. I would think instinct would tell them that they can fly.
They sleep up there now during the day. This is a video where I think that they're kind of trying to teach themselves how to fly, running through the water on top of it like that. It's earlier video because that branch is still up on top of the ferry, and we removed that branch once they got big enough. That's about 7 weeks, thinking that the owls can't get them now because they're too heavy for an owl to pick them up and carry them away.
We are getting ready to fly.
The next video, you can see that the branch has been removed on top of that ferry, and they're probably 7 weeks old by then. I really do kind of think they're getting ready to fly. I think they're actually practicing on top of the water. I don't know that as a fact, but I think that's what they're doing. They're 7 weeks old now, and from what I read, between 7 and 8 weeks, they should start to fly, or actually fly off. I don't believe they will at 8 weeks old. That's kind of like a week from now, so we'll see. I mean, part of this is of them bathing, but most of this is on how they would take off in the water. They have to really get up to speed. This video is of the deer crossing in the back of the pond there. They normally stop and get a drink, but I think they're afraid of the ducks because I haven't seen them getting a drink since I got the ducks. This next one is of them just sitting under there in their little safe house now. They seem completely relaxed. They're just kind of waiting for daylight. And now they spend most of the night in there. Thank God. They're finally safe from the coons and they feel safe. Just look at them. They're just kind of hanging out, totally relaxed. And they never, ever did that before. They were always jumpy and on the lookout for coons.
I'm going to try to get a recording of them coming out of those woods. I mean, I'm not getting any recording of these ducks now because they're in the woods all day long. All day. I mean, they don't come out even to get a drink, which makes me wonder if there isn't a place up there where they're getting water. They come out and they get in the pond here and they feed, and then they feed again in the morning in the pond, and they're gone all day long. It's like between the ages of 7 and 8 weeks old, they become extremely independent. Come on, guys, come on out. Sometimes if I holler like that, they will come out of the woods. But the past 2 days, they haven't even done that. It's 5:30 in the afternoon, and they finally decided to come out of those woods. Here they come now. Unreal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've spent so much time counting them. I've counted to 6, I don't know how many times as I've gotten them. Hi, guys. Look at that. Look at that. They're just starting to learn how to fly, teaching themselves. There's something going on in them because they're mysteriously gone every single day. Not because of the water, not because of food. Just take off. They're in those woods, but beyond those woods there is a field. About 300 feet up there. You go through those woods. There's a great big field. So maybe they're hanging out in it. Which seems kind of likely. I just wish they'd go the other way, because the other way is the lake.
Finally back in the pond, safe and sound for another night, 8 weeks old.